Assalamu alaikum. My name is Uswahan. I am from Department of BS Physics holding ID 007. Today I am going to present a presentation for the course of Principles of Chemistry 2, and my resource person is Dr. HAMMAD MAJEED. And the topics that are assigned to me are cultured pearls, diamonds, artificial diamonds. First lineup for pearls. Pearls, natural pearls, history of cultured pearls, taxonomic status, physical properties of pearls, comparison between the two, conditions for culturing pearls, imitation pearls, identification, and reference. In general, what pearl is? It is a hard glistening object produced by shelled mollusk. It is derived from a French word perle, originally from a Latin word perna, which means mutton leg shaped bivalve. Natural pearls. Natural pearls occur when some form of irritant, be it a piece of shell, bone, scale, or even a parasite, lodges itself into a pearl-producing mollusk such as an oyster, mussel. And to protect itself from the foreign body, the mollusk forms a nucleus over the foreign element and continues to coat it with the layers of nacre over the several next years. It might take years or 1 or 2 years. History of artificial pearls. Kokichi Mikimoto in 1893 created world's first cultured pearl by manually introducing an irritant into oyster to stimulate it to form a pearl. Tokishi Nishikawa and Tatsuo Maes produced spherical pearls. Then in India, in October 1972, a team started a pearl culture project at Tuticorin, and success came in July 1973 when a perfectly spherical pearl was produced. Now cultured pearls. Pearl cultivation involves the process of pearl farmers physically inserting an irritant such as a shell bead nucleus or mental epithelium inside the soft tissues of the oyster, and from there the layers of nacre are formed naturally, just like with normal pearls. This picture is showing difference between artificial and natural pearls. The natural pearl has no non-pearl body in it. It simply made up of calcium carbonate and naraceous layers. But for cultured pearl, there is first non-pearl body, and then above that there is thin coating of nacre. Mollusks deposit layers of calcium carbonate in the form of mineral, aragonite and calcite, which are held together by conchiolin. It acts as an adhesive agent. The combination of aragonite and conchiolin is called nacre. Taxonomic status of mollusk. Kingdom is Animalia, phylum is Mollusca, class is Bivalvia, it has 2 valves. Then order is Pteroida, family is Pteridae, and genus is Pinctada. The basic genus that produce pearls are Pinctada maximum. Physical properties of pearl. It has a unique luster, which depends on the refraction, diffraction from the translucent layers, and thinner the layers and are finer the luster is. They can be dissolved in vinegar, as they are susceptible to even a weak acid solution. Iridescence caused by the successive overlapping of the layers of nacre. Now comparison between the pearls, natural and artificial cultured pearls. For natural pearls, they are nearly made up of 100% calcium carbonate and conchiolin. For cultured pearls, there is tissue implant that is mental epithelium, which further precipitated with calcium carbonate. Natural pearls are formed in accidental conditions by intruding parasites or irritants. But cultured pearls, this is not an accidental event, and no parasites are involved in them. First, pearl sac is formed, and then mollusks secrete calcium carbonate and conchiolin. Then pearl sac formed around implanted tissue, mental epithelium, and then mollusk started secreting calcium carbonate around it. This picture is showing the main structure of cultured pearl. In the core, there is bead nucleus, that is mantle epithelium, and then that is coated with conchiolin layer and nacre layer. Now there are some conditions for culturing pearls. We should have to take care of environmental conditions that include temperature, acidity or basicity of that water, as there are two types of pearls, freshwater pearls and saltwater pearls. Then selection of oysters for operation. We have to find out the oysters that are healthy for the production of cultured pearls. Then necrotization, preparation of draft tissue, implantation and nursing. Here you can see there is first of all donor oyster, which gives us the mantle epithelium. Then we transplant it into the recipient oyster, and the oyster started secreting the neraceous layers around it. Now imitation pearls, you can say these are fox pearls or fake pearls. Fake or imitation pearls are man-made beads. They are often made from glass, plastic, alabaster, or shells that have a pearly coating to give a similar appearance to real pearls. And some fake ones can easily be spotted, but some can look very close to the real ones. The most well-known one is Madurika Pearl, which is made up of glass and can often fool your eyes. Here is Madurika Pearl. First, we basically prepare a glass bead into a spherical form. Then we coat it with pearly powder, and after that, we simply polish them. And there is the difference between real and fake pearls. Touch and feel the temperature. There is the temperature difference between fox pearls and the natural pearls. Then look for tiny irregularities. For natural pearls, it has some irregularities, but for the fox pearls, there is very less irregularities as they are machine made. Then examine the color. There is a little bit a color difference between natural pearls, but for fox pearls, these all are same, and you can make them in many colors. Then observe the shape. Normally, natural pearls are not in spherical shape. It's very rare chance for a pearl to be a spherical, but for the imitation pearls, all of them are machinely shaped, so they are in same shape. Then rub the pearl to check the surface feel. Imitation pearl's surface feels very smooth while the other one is not smooth. Then check drill holes. Drill holes for the natural pearls are very smaller ones, but for the fox pearls, these are larger ones. And there is discoloration at the site of drill holes. Then tooth test. Simply rub the pearl on your front tooth, and if you feel any rough surface, it is for natural pearl, and it is smooth surface, then it is for imitation pearl. Then X-ray analysis. Here it is showing X-ray analysis for the pearl. The A is for cultured pearl. As you can clearly see, there is a nuclear bead, but for B, it is a natural pearl. It has no nuclear bead, only neraceous layers. Now these are the references, and that's all about